Good morning. It's Miss Trees. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope you're having a great day. Today we are going to be reading our nonfiction informational text. It's called Watering Plants. We did our vocabulary yesterday, and now we are ready to dive into our story. Our story is an informational text, and an informational text is talking about things that are real. They're real to your life, things that you probably have seen in real life. The purpose of an informational text is to explain a topic or to give facts and details about people, places, events, and ideas. Okay? It puts details in time and order. That means that things are in order by time. Like say the story started on Monday, then it would go to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It would be in chronological order. Chronological order means time. It also tells details about a topic to explain it. That means that it tells details like how to bake cookies. It would give you details about how to do that, a basic topic. Okay, cause and effect. It tells what happens and why it happens. Why tomato plants grow in a garden. What happens, and why it happens. That they grow in a garden, that's the what, and why they grow in a garden, that's the why. That's another thing that informational texts tell you. And then the last thing they tell you is the problem and solution. They explain a problem and show how it is solved. Okay, so if there's a problem going on, they will tell you what the problem is, and then they'll tell you how to solve the problem. Okay, so say you have a problem and you're not doing very well on your spelling test. Okay, well, how could we solve that problem? Well, we could probably do what? Study for our spelling test. There we go. All right, now turn to page 225 in your book, page 225, and then there's this cute picture of kids watering plants in their garden. Okay? It's by Richard Lay and illustrated by Laura Zarin. Okay? Richard Lay and illustrated by Laura Zarin. So we're going to page 226, which is right here next to this picture. And here we'll start reading. Are you ready to plant? Gardeners are people who grow plants. Being green means learning how to live on earth without hurting it. You have been working hard to be a green gardener. You've built your raised bed and made compost, and you fertilized your soil. Now it is time to plant, water your fruits and vegetables. Now, I want to tell you what compost is. Compost is a mixture of lots of different good stuff for the soil. Soil is dirt. Soil is like really, really good dirt. Like really dark. Look at the picture. It has really dark dirt. Really gray dirt is not very good for fruits and vegetables to grow in. But good dark dirt like that, that's real loose, that's called compost. It's made up of really good nutrients. Nutrients are what we use and what we eat and that are good for our bodies that we get from fruits and vegetables. Okay, that's fertilizer. Fertilizer is like good medicine for the fruits and vegetables to grow. Okay? Green gardeners understand that plants need water, but they do now not waste it. Green gardeners learn how to arrange their plants to conserve water. So if you're a green gardener, which means you're one that takes care of plants and lives mostly off of plants and vegetables and good foods, then you're going to arrange your garden, meaning the way you put the plants into the garden, you're going to put them in there in a way that saves water. Okay? All right, so let's see what they do. Turn to page 229. All right. Now, this section is called Study, Study, Study. There's text features right there. Okay, remember how we talked about text features? And now, Study, Study, Study is a text feature telling you what this next section is about. So what do you think these next 3 paragraphs are about? They're probably about studying about gardening. Maybe? Let's see. A green gardener learns about plants before planting them. Different plants have different needs. Some plants need a lot of water to grow. Others need very little water. A green gardener also learns about the weather where he or she lives. Some places get a lot of rain. Others get a little rain and a lot of sun. Some areas have soil that won't grow certain plants. A green gardener grows only what is best for his or her area. Study what will grow best in your area. Then make a list of what plants to put in your raised bed. Okay? Now, what we grew in our backyard were some jalapenos, some tomatoes, potatoes, a lot of O's, cucumbers, and some squash and onions. Okay? So when I take that video of those vegetables for y'all and show it to you, you'll see what those plants look like before you get those fruits and vegetables. Okay? All right. Turn the page. Now, what do you think this part of the story is going to be about? Where to plant. Look at the picture. The text feature, where to plant. You're right. It's going to talk about where they're going to plant certain plants of the garden based on how much water they need, how much sunlight they need. Good. When you were studying, you probably noticed that plants need different amounts of water. Plants that grow on vines, such as cucumbers, need less water. Other plants like beans need more water. A green gardener can conserve water by planting in groups. Grow vegetables with vines together. Grow beans in another part of the garden. Then you will not waste water on plants that may not need it. Another way to conserve water is to grow plants in squares instead of rows. Then, when the plants are older, their leaves touch each other. This makes a covering over the bed and reduces evaporation. Evaporation. Did you learn about that in science? Miss Luker tell you all about that? Evaporation, when the sun pulls the water up into the air, evaporates the water up into the air, and then it sits in the clouds, and then what happens? The clouds can't hold it anymore, and then it becomes what? Precipitation, and then it falls back down to the ground. Yep. I'm sure Miss Luker told y'all about that. Okay. Now, we're supposed to go to 235, so here we go. What's this next text feature on 232? What's that telling you? It's time to plant. To plant seeds or seedlings, first smooth the soil with a rake, remove any rocks, sticks, or trash, cover the soil with compost, then water to make it moist but not soggy. There's a picture of them starting to plant. On page 233, to plant seeds, take a small stick and make rows. Make holes the right depth for the seeds. Larger seeds should be down about 1 inch, 3 centimeters. That's about this much. Okay? Smaller seeds should stay on top of the soil. It is best to put 2 or more seeds in each hole. That way you can be sure to get plants in every hole. Finally, after planting the seeds or seedlings are baby seeds, check the soil. Do not let it dry out. Green gardeners keep soil moist. Moist means, what did we say moist meant? What did we say moist meant? It was kind of smushy, right? Kind of smushy. Not real wet, but just kind of smushy. Okay? All right, turn the page. Ooh, look at that plant. What's that underneath the dirt? What's that underneath the soil? Roots. Those are roots that keep the plant nice and straight and balance the plant and suck in all the food from the soil for the plant. Okay, on 235. Are you thirsty? I'm thirsty. I could use some coffee. Your seeds are planted and shoots are coming up. A green gardener checks the soil every day to see if plants need water. Plants use their roots to drink. Roots have little hairs that take water from the ground. Then the water is sent to the rest of the plant. So plants can only get water that is underground. Some gardeners use too much water. They waste it. That is a problem. Our plant has little water to use for people and plants. Green gardeners understand that plants need water, but they do not waste it. Green gardeners conserve water. So what does conserve mean? If I ask you if you are making sure to conserve water, what are you going to tell me? Yes or no? Well, if you don't conserve water, you just let it run and run and run when you turn on the faucet and you don't pay attention to it. Say like when you're brushing your teeth. If you're brushing your teeth and you leave the water on, then you're not doing a good job conserving water. If you brush your teeth, if you put on the toothpaste and get it a little wet and turn off the water, then brush your teeth with the water off, and then turn back on the water when you want to rinse your mouth out, that's conserving water. Okay? So maybe we all should try that next time we brush our teeth. All right, this is where we're going to stop. And you can turn the page and see on the next page, he's making a hose with holes in it so he can feed the I forgot what I was saying. So he can water the plants with the hose. Okay, so we're going to stop on 235, and we're going to talk more about watering plants. And I'll get Jordan to help me do a video of our garden, and then I'll have that for y'all too. Okay? I hope you have a great day. Have a terrific Tuesday. Love y'all. Be safe.